Alright, what's up, peeps? This is Game Addicts for SimCity Cities of Tomorrow tutorial video. So if you are not a beginner, you do not need to watch this video. Or if you just want to learn some more, go ahead and join me here. Alright, so we're going to be in single player mode just for the sake of ease. Now you're going to hit play, create a game. You're going to sorry, my bad. You're going to create the game. So I usually go with Viridian Woods because it's the largest, or one of the largest, I should say. It's got 16 cities, and it's got some pretty decent resources. Go ahead and name this region. If I can spell here, maybe not. Alright, so each of these cities has different resources, such as coal, sorry. You got oil, water, and wind. Now, I want to go ahead and select this city. The Great Works are going to be a later video. I'll explain those later. So we're going to go ahead and let it load here. Come on. Alright, now that your city has officially loaded, you're going to want to draw some roads. Generally what I do is I start out with the medium density avenues. They are more expensive, but there is a method to the madness. And I will tell you that in just a second. Alright, so I'm going to draw three little prong looking things here and connect it by another avenue, just like that. Then I'm going to take, just to kind of compensate for that extra expense that I just put in those roads, you can see I just spent like $20,000 right there. I'm going to use low density streets, and I can always upgrade these later as I need to. It just depends on what I want to do. So right now I'm just going to show you this. You can also just go ahead and keep dividing. You want to be sure that you're not dividing too much, and I don't know why that just did that. I'm sorry. I'm going to delete these real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, low density street. Sometimes the snapping of this game just doesn't work too effectively. You can tell that right now. Alright, that's going to be close enough. We're going to move on. Alright, so I'm going to draw my roads here. Oh, wow, that's why. Alright, anyway, sorry. I'm going to draw my roads. I'm going to do this. My gosh, SimCity's being rough today. So I'm just going to zone some residential stuff here, some commercial. You can always delete roads, just in case you guys didn't know. You can zone and dezone by hitting, like in this little box, you can zone, dezone by hitting control, click, dezoned, control, click, and it's zoned. Sorry, that was my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and let these guys move in so I can get some money flowing in. As long as it doesn't take too long. Alright, so now you can see I have some money flowing in. Alright, now, usually what I do is over in the corner, I'm going to go ahead and slow this down so I can explain it and not go bankrupt. Alright, so usually over in this corner over here, I usually draw a dirt road because they're pretty dirt cheap. Lame joke, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you want high wealth citizens, or high wealth Sims, my bad, you're going to want to do some clean energy, and that's going to be wind, solar, nuclear, or water power. Everything else is high pollution, and you don't want that. Or, sorry, your Sims don't want that. It's cheaper, but your Sims don't want that. As you can see, I can't afford this right now. So, and it's kind of fundamental to me growing, so I want to see if I can get a loan. I can, $25,000, $473 an hour. Problem is, I'm only making $117. So I'm going to go ahead and accelerate this until I'm making over 173. That way I'm not going negative, because that would be very bad at this stage in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and place this. Now that I have this out, you see those little lighter boxes around the main box here? That's going to be the places that you can place modules. If I place it here, you see how that left one just turned red? That's going to make it to where I can't place anything there because it's going to be on top of a road. So I'm going to make it about right here. Gives me a good space, and you can see right here that I have 11.9 megawatts per hour in excess. And that's until it starts getting used. Now, Another fundamental thing to your people is water. You can't grow a city without water. So right here, I usually go with the hydro pumping station over the water tower, simply because it uh, is more effective. It pumps more, and your Sims do like futurization. So for buildings like this, you're gonna have to be careful with your placement, just because if I place it here, the avenue to the leftmost avenue is not gonna be able to continue without doing some kind of funky dodging and all that. If I place it here, that street can't continue. Here, that avenue. So it's just about placing it perfectly. That way you can continue to expand, but also have what you need. As you can tell, this darker water is where all the water is, or not all the water, but that's where the most water is. This light water, you got some water there, but it's not cost effective to put it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this here. Make sure I can expand. All right. I'm going to pump this up to 3, that way they're going. And you can see I went negative for a second there. I think it was like negative 19 or something. And that's because I had too much going out, and mainly because of the bond that we took out here. You can see that's $27,000 interest. It'll screw you over. But next thing you want to be able to do is pay that off. That way you can get out more bonds and expand more. One thing that I will mention before I leave here, go ahead and destroy that rubble or that abandoned building. One thing I will mention before I go here, oh yeah, I forgot about the sewage. Can't forget about sewage. You people don't like crap just staying in their house, so need that. Get that flown out. Alright, so let's say I were to expand and put some industry here. Don't build your roads like this, because that's going to be awful. Right there, you see how I did that? That's awful. If you're going to go, what I should have done is brought this. I mean, I'm not going to go all the way back because that's going to be a wasted expense right now. But I should have gone like that. Okay? But I don't have the money for that right now. So, I'm going to just show you this part. Now, it's going to tell you right there, as soon as I pulled that up, the industrial zone tool, it's going to show you that there's a wind, and that's pointing down, okay? So that's going to blow. The wind is going south from the current direction right now. And if I were to zone industrial right here, they're going to come in. I'm just going to show you right here. They're going to come in, and they're going to start producing pollution right in here. Problem with that is that all that pollution is going right into my city, which means I'm going to have to make a clinic, which means I'm going to have to pay more initially so that my Sims are healthy and more people will come in. But I can avoid all of that if I were to just build something over here and say, hey, well, you know what, I'm going to build industry over here and make sure my Sims are healthy and safe. So this right here, bad idea. Just a bad idea. Don't do that. So that, I mean, this is just to show you a little snippet of how to initially structure your cities. That way you have potential growth and you can just keep going. So we will talk about safety, police, fire, and specializations. Sorry, I can't talk today. But we'll talk about all that in a later video. So if you just subscribe to our channel, comment below for any questions or comments that you have, that'd be great. And visit us on our website, and we hope to see you again.